Hey beauty, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. In this video, I will be talking about some super delicious, decadent, just yummy gourmand fragrances that are going to be perfect for this winter season. These are the ones that I currently have in my collection, and these are the ones that I have been swooning over and just am totally obsessed with, cannot get enough of. So if you're interested to hear what those are, then please stay tuned. Hey friend, thank you for tuning back into the channel, for checking out another video. I'm just so grateful to you for clicking on this video, taking time out of your day to watch, and it means the world to me. To those of you who are new here, on this channel I make videos on lifestyle, luxury, I do review videos to include fragrance, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of my motherhood journey. So if any of those things sound good to you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. We're gonna start this video off with one of the fragrances that I've been complimented on quite a bit, and that is MAHNI CASSONADE by Navitus Parfum and Sorora M here on YouTube. Y'all, this is my first Navitus purchase, and since purchasing this, I've since purchased another Navitus fragrance because this is just so beautiful. This fragrance is just gourmand and luxury and indulgence in a bottle, y'all. This is beautiful. This is a beautifully done vanilla fragrance. What I love about this is it's nuanced. So you get that ice cream note, which has this intoxicating quality, and I love ice cream, and this puts me in the mind of dulce de leche ice cream. Now it doesn't have a caramel note, but that's what I think of when I spray this. This is so intoxicating. It has an amberwood in here, which this fragrance is the first fragrance I own with that note. I can definitely detect it. It gives this fragrance a woody touch and also a little bit of an amber touch as well. So I truly enjoy that note. So although this is my first fragrance with that note, I truly do enjoy that note. I think it's perfect in this fragrance, and I think it's in the next fragrance. I think Navitus likes to use that note, and it's a beautiful note. In this fragrance, it just supports all the other sweet notes so beautifully. So this is one that's a compliment getter. It's rich, it's dense, it's sweet, but not too sweet, but just enough sweet, and it garners so many compliments, and it just makes me happy. I love wearing this fragrance. It is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow. So this is an extrait de parfum, so it's going to do really well this winter. I've worn it and it lasts and lasts and lasts. It projects really nicely. I think it's like a moderate projecting fragrance the first 3 to 4 hours, and then it stays on your clothes, forms a nice little bubble throughout the day, and you're gonna smell this on your clothes at the end of the day. It's a really nice performing fragrance, and the longer this has sat in my collection, the better it's gotten. And so I can only imagine what this is gonna smell like in a few months. This is beautiful. So this is MAHNI CASSONADE by Navitus and Sorora M here on YouTube. So y'all, this next one is one of my newest purchases. This is Jani by Sorora. This is apple pie dessert in a perfume. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. If you love a good apple pie scented fragrance, if you love a good sweet yet slightly spiced type of fragrance, if you love a very savory, sweet type of gourmand fragrance, this is it. This smells sweet. This smells savory. This is comforting yet bold. This is dense but not overwhelming. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. And what I love is that this does take you on a little bit of a journey, because it opens up with a blast of cinnamon, and then you start to get an apple pie, and then that spicy sweet essence kind of dwindles a little bit, and you're left with a very sweet smelling fragrance on the skin. Several hours later in the deep dry down, I detect just a sweet vanillic caramel scent on my skin. This is gorgeous. I think this performs really nicely on both my clothes and skin, and I tend to spray both so that it can last a little bit longer when I wear this scent. Although this one is an extrait de parfum, I think that it performs really nicely for the first few hours, and then it performs more like an eau de parfum later on in the day. But this has decent performance performance, and you can tell the quality is there. The quality in the ingredients is there. This is a true niche fragrance through and through because it's just a beautifully crafted and blended mix of these edible, savory, sweet smelling notes, but it also maintains a perfume-like essence. So I really love this. This is one that I'll be wearing on Christmas Day and throughout this winter season. This is Jani by Sorora. This next one is an oldie but goodie. This is one that I purchased last year, I think. This came recommended by the Gourmand King here on YouTube, although I don't know, I don't think he's making videos anymore. I don't know, unless he has a new channel that I'm not aware of. I was subscribed and I noticed I wasn't getting notified when he posted videos, so I went and searched him, couldn't find him in my subscriptions. Then I searched his name on YouTube, could not find him. So I don't know, maybe he's not recording videos anymore, but this was recommended by the Gourmand King. And he just had an extensive Gourmand fragrance collection. It was so impressive and I would just binge watch his videos. So anyways, this next one is QuiloMBO, and this was recommended by him. And this fragrance, y'all, is so beautiful. And this house has some high quality niche fragrances. This is Fueguia 1933, I think. Sometimes I'll mix it up and say 1833. It's one of them, but it's Fueguia. I will link this in the description box. This house has some amazing, amazing concoctions, and I am looking forward to getting some more of their fragrances. I love the way that the website is set up, where they have like the note breakdown of the fragrances when you're looking at the actual fragrance. This came packaged so well. It came with samples. It was delivered in a timely fashion. So this is a house that I'm definitely going to be purchasing more from. I love this fragrance, y'all. This is your pure lactonic and caramel fragrance. This is a very simplistic fragrance, very simple. It has Mexican vanilla, caramel, and milk. Like, those are the notes. And so I think if you love Bianco Latte, you will really, really love this one. Except there's something in here that I can't really detect what it is, but it's almost acting like it's a little bit of honey in here as well. So yeah, I think if you love Bianco Latte, you will probably like this fragrance. This is so good. This is actually going to be my scent of the day. So let's go ahead and spray it on. Oh, I love this. This is an oldie but goodie, y'all. I wore this all the time when I first got it, and that is why it looks like this. The quality in those notes. Oh, this is so good, y'all. So good. So this is QuiloMBO by Fueguia 1833 or 1933. I would highly recommend this house. I'm going to be picking up a couple more from them in the coming year. So I'll be back to report on what I end up picking up. But this one is sweet but not too sweet. It's lactonic but not overwhelming, and I think maybe that's what's different about this and Bianco Latte. I think Bianco Latte is your overdose of milk, like just dumping all the milk on your head and you just cannot escape it. This is a lactonic fragrance, a true lactonic fragrance that is not overwhelming, where that note, that lactonic note, is not overdone. And so if you like Bianco Latte, but you feel like the milk is just a little touch too intense, you may really enjoy this one. Now, this one does not last as long as Bianco Latte, but this one is very long lasting and it performs beautifully on the skin. It warms up and just blooms on the skin. So this is QuiloMBO by Fueguia 1833. This year I picked up Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand, and it was everything the girlies said it would be. Now, this is one of the most linear fragrances in my collection. It is just straight sugary, sweet, vanillic creme brulee. That's all this is. So this is an amazing fragrance to layer with all of your other scents, and that's what I will be doing this winter. And it's also beautiful to wear just around the house, lounging around, running errands, a brunch date. This is just a gorgeous vanilla fragrance. It's very mass appealing. It's not overly sweet, not overly dense. It's not offensive in any way. It's just a beautifully done vanilla fragrance that puts me in the mind of the most crystallized brown torched creme brulee topping, and then I break through that topping, break through that crust with my spoon, and I'm rewarded with this savory, thick, and just fluffy custard of a creme brulee. That's what this fragrance is. It is so beautifully done, very simple, but I cannot wait to wear this more and more and more. Yeah, this is luxury in a bottle. It is so luxurious. Like, this is the most luxurious vanilla fragrance I've ever smelled. I don't even know how they did this. It's so simple. yet so luxurious. And I think maybe that's the magic of it. It's so simplistic, and that's why it's so sophisticated. I believe that there is sophistication in simplicity, and maybe that's what they've captured in this bottle of goodness right here. So yeah, this is Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand. The last one is one of the, is this the last designer fragrance? It might be the last designer fragrance I picked up this year. And I wasn't gonna pick this up. I actually had a travel size of this. I wasn't impressed, and I ended up getting rid of the travel size. And then I decided to give this another shot, and I was taken aback by it. And for some reason, I fell in love with this fragrance. It is a masterpiece, and this is Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. When you smell this, you will grow a devotion to this fragrance. Yes, yes. This is so good. What I love about this fragrance is that it opens up very bright with that candied lemon, but it doesn't stay that way. It gets rich and sweet and dense. And if you're a gourmand girly, that's what you're gonna love about this fragrance. That's what I appreciate about it. I appreciate that it takes the form of a true gourmand the longer it wears on the skin. And this fragrance is also the first one to introduce me to panna cotta. I've never smelled that note before, but it is absolutely intoxicating in this fragrance. It is so, it's such a mouth-watering note, the panna cotta. I can almost taste it in this fragrance. It is so good. And the other thing I love about this fragrance is it doesn't get too sweet. It's been compared to Acro's Bake, and I feel like Acro's Bake is a literal gourmand. It is so sweet, and it's very thick and rich, and it's a beautiful fragrance. But this one doesn't get too sweet, and this one is also a little bit perfumey as well. So it's not like this overly literal gourmand. This one is very perfumey as well. But I've been told that I smell so good and I smell delicious with this on. So yeah, if that tells you anything about this, you probably need to go ahead and smell it again. If you were one of the ones that wasn't impressed by this, give it another go, give it another shot. This is a compliment getter. It is so beautiful. And I think this is one of the best designer fragrances released this year. It's a masterpiece. All right, gorgeous. Thank you for hanging out with me for another video. I appreciate you so much. And if you enjoy these kinds of fragrance videos, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. Before I go today, I want to remind you that as you're pursuing your dreams and your goals, not to forget to sit down and write out what those dreams and goals actually are. Whether you're literally writing them down or typing them, writing things down is so important. Even just to reflect on your past goals and where you have gotten over time, it's so important to just write those goals down. So whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish today, put it in writing and then look at it, pray over it, pray over your goals. Then you start to put action behind those things you've written down and putting the work in and really conditioning yourself towards achieving those goals. So yeah, don't forget to write it down. Even if it's something as simple as by the end of this month, I want to accomplish X. Write it down, and also put it somewhere that you can see it if possible, because that's going to take it up a notch and make all the difference in your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.